This episode is going to give us a really good idea of how competitive we can be this season and where we can sit in the league as we face two playoff contenders back to back. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 36 of my Bristol Rovers FM20 playthrough. My name is James, and on today's episode we have back-to-back matches in the Championship against playoff contenders. We have Preston away, and then we welcome Leeds to the Mem. Since the last episode, we've only had one match. It was against Forest Green Rovers in the Carabao Cup. We won comfortably by about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes in the second half. We essentially had a second string side out for some of the players we were playing. So we managed to get the result we needed. We have now drawn Leeds in the Carabao Cup third round. So we're actually going to face Leeds twice in a week, which is going to be interesting. Depending on how the first one goes, depending on how much I'll be looking forward to the second match. But that's not going to be the match on today's episode. We have got back-to-back Championship matches to get on with today. So let's crack on with the first match. And this is the team that's going to be facing Preston in the first game of this episode. We have Trafford in goal, a back four of Connolly, Long, Kilgore and Correa, Rolls and Gallagher in central midfield, with Barrett, Bailey, Arzani and Clark Harris making up the front four. Now this is pretty much a full strength side at this point. Bar maybe strengthening at left back if we can in January maybe, or keeping an eye out for another goalkeeper. But we've got two very high potential youngsters in those areas, and so they're not necessarily places that I'm going to look to spend money if we can survive with just having those two developing in those areas. Right, 14 minutes on the clock. Preston with a free kick. It's whipped into the penalty area. But it was clear, but not very well. Albrighton, who took the original free kick, comes in, hits the rebound and smashes it into the bottom corner. And that was not a great start. Free kick was whipped in. The ball's collected. There are 4 or 5 Rovers players around this area who are here. We've got Correa, Connolly, Gallagher, Arzani and Bailey all stood in this area, not looking to try and fill the space. The ball comes out. I know it's headed out quite quickly, but no one moves there. We let them score that. That is awful start by us. But straight from the kickoff, we have another highlight. Clark Harris takes the kickoff, and the ball is now with Kilgore. He looks to bring the ball forward. Arzani, hopefully he's going to be one of those that makes up for the error that was just made then. Ball into the centre to Clark Harris. But O'Leary, the Preston goalkeeper, clutches the ball. And he hoofs it forward, looking for the Preston striker. But Kilgore manages to collect the ball again. Can we have another chance on goal? Long with the ball now. Again out wide to Arzani. Correa's on the overlap, but this time he goes wide to Barrett. Tries to bring it down for Clark Harris, but Clark Harris is being marked and the ball is cleared by the defender. But we have kept the ball coming forward yet again. Barrett with the ball. Connolly on the overlap. Looking for the cross, comes into the penalty area. Takes it back to Rolls, who takes a shot from just inside the penalty area. That's the reaction we wanted. And on 16 minutes, not even just a minute later, we have equalised. And it's frustrating that it took a goal from Preston to wake us up. But I'd say all the players that were involved in that period that were stood around the penalty area for the Preston goal were involved in that goal. So I am happy with that. They have they've been forgiven. On 24 minutes, we have another highlight. Trafford with the goal kick to Kilgore, to his central defender partner Long, to Gallagher. Again out wide to Arzani. He's had a number of times with the ball so far in this first half. He loses the ball initially, but he managed to win it back. He's now in the penalty area with a little bit of space. He takes a shot rather than looking for one of his teammates, and the ball is collected quite easily by the goalkeeper. Right, it appears that Connolly has picked up a knock as we come into half time. And it's Preston 1, Bristol Rovers 1. I mean, I would have taken a 0-0 coming into half time, so I suppose I can take 1-1. It's frustrating that we conceded the goal we did, but we did pull that goal back, which is good. Right, before I do the team talk, how is Connolly? What has he got? Lower leg injury. What we can do is we can push Correa over that side. Actually, we'll do this. Push Correa over that side. We'll bring Hall on as well. He's comfortable in that full-back attacking role. So that's a straight swap. All right, I've said I'm far from pleased from what I've seen from the team. It's not necessarily 100% true. But based on the stats, we're playing well. But I think we need to kind of step it up another notch. And Barrett is on a 6.3. I'm taking him off now. I say it's now almost a 60-minute mark, but he is He has not started the season very well, and with players like Giannelli waiting in the wings to take his spot, he really needs to start picking up better scores than he has done so far. Right, Ozani with the corner, ball into the centre, no one there, so Preston managed to clear it, but Gallagher does collect the loose ball though. To Kilgore, can we look to bring it forward again? Kilgore has to go back to Hall, who's on the halfway line. To Kilgore again. I can see where this is going. We're getting pressed, and they're going to keep pushing us back. We need our players. No one is moving for them. No one is moving to try and collect the ball. So we've had to go all the way back to Trafford. Now to Long. I've also just realised the rain is absolutely hammering it down. It's not surprising that this game hasn't really taken off so far. But the ball's out wide to Ozani. Can he put a cross in? Seriously, he takes a shot again. Yet again, he takes another shot rather than bringing the ball across. And another chance, unfortunately, is wasted. Preston have the ball this time with a throw-in in our half. But we managed to win the ball back with Correa. To Long. To Kilgore. To Gallagher. Can we bring the ball forward? Gallagher puts the ball out wide to Giannelli, who's in a little bit of space. Brings it back into Rolls. To Correa. To Rolls. To Giannelli. Passing around nicely into Clark Harris in the centre. There was a nice whip on that cross. And Clark Harris managed to get a bit of power behind the header. But unfortunately hits the woodwork and goes out for a goal kick. Right, 10 minutes to go. Nothing has happened really in this second half. Right, let's take off. Bailey hasn't had a great game. So let's bring on Smith and put him as an advanced playmaker. See if hopefully he might be able to create something in that central space. I think what we're also going to do as well is we're going to go very attacking, ask them to get creative. I'll be happy with the 1-1 draw, but I think we could, based on the stats, we should be doing better in this game. Nothing else is going to happen in this game. Well, another away draw. I am perfectly happy to accept that. What's the assistant manager says? Don't be too hard on them. Okay, I'll say they're unlucky today. Again, I don't think that's necessarily true. We were the creators of our own downfall on that first goal, but we did manage to pull it back. So I think maybe 1-1 was a fair result. Connolly just has a bruised shin, goes only out for 1 to 2 days. Right, on to the Leeds match. Right, only 3 in-game days later, and here we have the second match of today's episode. We are at home at the Memorial Stadium against Leeds, who are, by the looks of it, in excellent form. They have won the last 5. How have they got on? I haven't even looked. They are 3rd in the Championship. They've won the first 3 games of the season, but although I suppose Peterborough and Watford have both won theirs as well. Who else have they faced? Oh, okay, so a couple of those were. So we've got Carabao Cup in there as well. Right, so this is the team that's going to face them today. It's exactly the same team as the previous match, so I won't go through it again. Let's get into the game. Now, we managed to get a point away against Preston. I'd be hoping for one better against Leeds at home. I know Leeds are in good form, but we are at home. We're back at the Memorial Stadium again this season. Hopefully the crowd are going to be making some noise, and the players will hopefully be able to play up to that. Hopefully they've turned up in their droves, and we'll be able to give them a good game. So right, straight away on 2 minutes, Leeds have a throw-in. One thing I have just noticed as well, Leeds are playing in blue. So I mean, that's definitely not a kit combination that would be allowed in real life. But lucky I can just about work it out. Ball comes forward, but Correa manages to collect it. To Kilgore, plays 1-2 with Kilgore. Back to Kilgore again. Kilgore tries to hoof it forward, finds Rolls. Out to Barrett, who's in a little bit of space. Can he find a cross? He puts a cross into the centre to Ozani, who is in the 6-yard box there, puts it in to make it Bristol Rovers 1, Leeds 0 on 2.5 minutes. That's the kind of start we really wanted. That's the start I liked from the Preston game, but at least we've got it. At least we're doing this at home. I actually had a conversation with Barrett prior to this match, telling him that the strikers were feeding on scraps in the previous game. He didn't play well enough. I've been on a 6.3. He agreed that he didn't play well enough, and he has gone a little bit of the way to making up for that so far in this game. We have another highlight. Connolly with a 1-2 with Smith into the centre. Not sure. I think it was Clark Harris was trying to get the ball there, but couldn't get hold of it. But Long manages to collect the loose ball, bring it forward again to Correa, to Ozani. Can we whip the ball in from the right hand side this time? Ball into the centre. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to do the favour to Barrett as well, but the ball didn't manage to find him. Connolly has the ball though. Back out wide to Correa, back to Kilgore, to Correa. I thought we were going to end up going back all the way back to Trafford at that point, but we still kept the ball. Gallagher to Kilgore, and we do go all the way back to Trafford. I mean, I'd rather we kept the ball, I suppose, but it's a bit frustrating the fact that our players aren't willing to take on players. But Rolls there, putting through to Clark Harris, who's in the penalty area, puts it across to Arzani. Arzani with the header again, looking for number 2. But unfortunately, this one sails wide of the post. Right, 25 minutes on the clock. We have a throw-in. Correa to Smith. Back in the centre to Barrett this time. Barrett with almost a duplicate of the first goal with Arzani. But the ball put in beautifully. Barrett's in massive of space there. Smith to Correa. Correa whips the ball in. Barrett manages to drop back and lose his man. Heads it into the same corner, I think, actually, as Arzani's was. And that makes it 2-0. Right, Leeds with a free kick. Whipped in to... I'm sure that was, but luckily the Leeds player puts it over the top. Leeds have another highlight here. I don't know what he was doing there. Don't say you're getting sent off. He has got sent off. What is he doing there? There were players behind him. There was no need to do that at all. Right. Smith. I think Smith's going to be the one coming off, I think. So drop him back. Let's put Correa out on the left again. Let's bring Hull on. That, to me, showed a lack of maturity. Has he got any aggression? I mean, he's got bravery there. He's got no aggression, though. To me, yeah. And his decisions is 17. See, to me, that makes no sense that he would do that. His tackling's 15 as well. I mean, we'll just call that anomaly because to me, his attributes say that he wouldn't have been making a tackle like that. But nonetheless, what I will do though is let's see. We've got Rolls pushing forward into that space there. Right, swap from Mazzala. Let's put Rolls as an attacking advanced playmaker, so he'll sit into this area here, hopefully, and be able to make up the space that has been made by us having to take Smith off. Right. Let's hope that we can hold on to this. Luckily, we're 2-0. I actually don't believe this. You must be joking. I've just put him on that left-hand side. Potential foot injury. Right, we have to play Kilgore out wide. He's not going to be happy with it. I mean, we'll drop him back to defend. We'll then put Barrett on a support instruction. I might even drop him back there just to kind of help shore up this side. We're now a bit wonky. Do you want? Let's make it a really obscure formation. Right, let's put him there. Let's try and fill this gap here. This is good. I mean, I've never used asymmetrical formations before, but we're about to try one now. Let's take Correa off. Let's bring Lockyer on. Let's swap those two over. And let's hope we can survive. But being the fact we've had to make 2 substitutions and we're not even at half-time yet, is going to make this an interesting one. I think maybe drop back to a positive mentality as well. Right, Barrett with the throw-in to Kilgore. His first touch as a left-back to Gallagher. To Kilgore again. Nice ball out wide, though, by him. Hull to Arzani. Back to Hull. Can he put a cross into the centre? There's nobody there, unfortunately. Barrett was obviously sitting back a little bit further. Barrett loses the ball. And this is where I think Leeds are going to counter-attack. They've got the space here. Ball being forward. Adams is in space there. Manages to lose Lockyer. Luckily, he takes a shot. And he whips it wide. And we do manage to get away with that one. Right, Leeds have a corner here. Ball into the centre from Traore. Not sure who was that. The Leeds player there hit the post or the crossbar, one of the two. And then I think it was Ramadan was out on the far side there. Hits it on the volley, but it goes wide. And that is it at half-time, 2-0. This is going to be squeaky bum time in the second half. We're playing well, but our team is falling apart at the seams. Let's go out there, see if we can try and hold on to this. Right, we have a highlight straight away with Leeds. This must have been straight from the kickoff. Leeds coming forwards with Adams in a little bit of space. He's not being pressured. He's got as far as the penalty area. The ball is pinging around the penalty area. I'm not sure who took the shot, But we do manage to clear it though. Hopefully that is not the side of things to come in this second half. Otherwise, this is going to become a very stressful second half. We've managed to get as far as almost the 60-minute mark, but we have the ball here. Arzani coming forward. Connolly's on the Hall's on the overlap. Sorry. Back into Arzani, who's managed to find a bit of space in the penalty area. He takes a shot and it is weak. I'm not sure what his shooting is like. We'll have a look at that in a minute when I make the final substitution. Right, so carry on with Gallagher to Arzani. Can he whip the ball in? To Hull, to Gallagher, to Rolls, takes a shot, smashes it into the top corner. That is back-to-back matches that he's scored that kind of goal. I mean, we've had it previously from Upson, we had it from Clark. I think Rolls is fitting in really well with the Bristol Rovers mould of as a central midfielder, you need to be able to do this and smash the ball from outside the penalty area into the top corner, and that makes it 3-0. That makes me feel a little bit more relaxed, especially as we're down to 10 men as well. I think a 3-0 cushion is definitely enough now. Right, let's make the final substitution on 70 minutes. One thing I was actually going to do is look at Arzani's shooting. Yeah, his finishing isn't great. So what I might do, actually, let's go on to his individual instructions. Shoot less often. There we go. I think I might set that permanently for him, because if he's not very good at shooting, I'd rather him not be taking shots away from someone like Clark Harris. In fact, Clark Harris is I've actually got one of the worst ratings on the field, so let's take him off. Let's bring on Phillips again for a little bit of run around, pushes him forward, but I hope that doesn't isolate him too much. But we do have Arzani coming up on this right hand side, so hopefully he does have some support there. Right, 76 minutes on the clock. Hall with the throw in to Gallagher, back to Hall. He's got 3 or 4 men around him, but finds Gallagher to Phillips into the centre. Phillips, which I think was his first goal of the season, to make it 4-0. And that just puts the cherry on the cake. I mean, if we can play like this against a team like Leeds, who are expected to be in the playoffs, I know they're probably a little bit dejected after going 2-0 down, but if we can play like this with 10 men against Leeds at home, I think we can. Make many a scalp in the Championship this season. We have another highlight here on 79 minutes. Hall with the throw in again. To Gallagher yet again, then to Hall. Can he whip it in? Can we make it 5? Barrett at the back post, and Barrett makes it 5. 5-0. This is so far away from where we were last season in the Premier League. I mean, we were normally on the end of some of these drummings, but what a match! What a statement win this has got to be against a team like Leeds, to win 5-0. I know we're at home, and that is it. What a game! Josh Barrett, understandably, with a man of the match rating there, and obviously took my words to heart after the last game, because he has scored 2 goals, he's assisted another, he's got 9.5 rating for the match, and collects the man of the match award. What a game! What a game that was! Passionately, very pleased. I mean, I'm honestly trying to find words to describe that match, because that was bizarre. The fact that we in quick succession lost 2 left backs, went down to 10 men. I mean, do we play the asymmetry formation all season? Is that the solution? I mean, I wouldn't risk it in the next match, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll train it as an alternative tactic. Right, let's look to see how long Korea is out for, because that is going to be my only worry. Korea is out. Right. So it looks like we're playing 2 youngsters at fullback, and we're going to have to try and find, as the transfer windows open now, either we're going to have to bring somebody in on a free transfer, I think. Right, we're sending to the specialist. I mean, that's about as bad as it could have been. Connolly's banned for 1 match as well. I think it's a stupid tackle. Let's make it a week's wages. And a positive, Barrett is on form. Right, I think I'm going to jump forward. We'll jump forward 3 matches. We'll go into the next month. We've had a couple of episodes in this month now. So we're going to, so I think we'll do Watford and Luton. Watford was actually the game that was meant to be in here, that we were meant to be playing. It got rearranged due to the Carabao Cup game. So I think Watford and Luton seems like a good episode. Watford at home especially. If we've played this well against Leeds, I'll be very excited to see what we can do against Watford. And finally, before we go, I know it doesn't make much difference this early in the season, but There we go. 5 games played, 2-1, 2 drew, 1 lost, 8 points, just outside the playoffs. This will be perfect if we were here near the end of the season. And if we have any more results like the Leeds one today, I think we give ourselves the best chance of actually being able to do that. And if you enjoyed that, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of brand new FM20 videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 PM. And thank you very much for watching.